today we're going to cover some information on the online Masters of Coaching Education program. And then if you look in the chat box over to your right, there is an area where you can type in any questions that you have, and we'll go ahead and answer those questions for you. And today we'll be covering the program and overview, what's required to get into the program, cost, everything. So you'll get a complete overview and synopsis of the entire Masters in Coaching Education program. This is an online program, just so you know, with one 5-day campus visit. The minimum requirements to get into this program, you must have completed a 4-year bachelor degree from a regionally accredited institution. Any major, it doesn't matter what your major is in, you can, as long as you have a 4-year degree from a regionally accredited college or university. We usually require about a 2.7 GPA or higher from your last 60 credit hours. However, if your GPA is a little bit lower, we can talk about that, and there are some things you can do to still possibly get in. You also need to have about 2 to 3 years of recent coaching experience. It can be volunteered, paid, at any level. It doesn't matter what it's at, as long as you have the coaching experience. Flag football, it doesn't make a difference. But you'll just go over that coaching experience with us and let us know where you stand with that as well. And you'll talk to your enrollment advisor. We don't require a GRE, so you're not going to have to take any kind of entrance exam to get into the program. So we'll go right into the benefits of the MCE program. A lot of people are probably wondering, how is this going to help me? What's it going to do for my career and to enhance it? It'll help with technical proficiency, tactical knowledge, leadership skills. So really to help, main focus is to help coaches perform at a higher level is what it's for. This is a graduate level program, and it's going to focus on your passion of coaching. And a lot of coaches love it because it's all athletic and coaching based. So everything that you're going to learn, you can, you'll be able to apply to what you do and what you love. So for many of our students, it's offered the opportunity for them to move up the ladder in coaching. We do have a lot of coaches who have moved into the collegiate ranks, and a lot of them are happy with that. A lot of them have been high school head coaches and moved into the college ranks. We've also had coaches that were middle school coaches that have moved into the high school ranks. So, it can certainly help to, boost your career in that, in the realm of coaching, of course. So a lot of people are probably wondering, how am I going to pay for this? How am I going to cover the cost of school? There's, first and foremost, we tell you, always talk to your employer or your school about tuition reimbursement. See if that's an actual option. Then there's FAFSA through the U.S. government. We can send you a link. You can apply for that, which almost everybody qualifies for. As long as you haven't recently filed bankruptcy or defaulted on student loans in the past, you can pretty much get qualified for that, which will just about cover the entire amount. There's also a monthly payment plan that we have. There's also private options, and then if you were in the military, we have a military department that can help you with your military benefits. So just a little snapshot of the program. This is a 2-year program that consists of 12 courses, 36 total credit hours, and 6 semesters in all. And we have 3 start dates a year, which are spring, summer, and fall. And the courses are online with one 5-day campus workshop that's required, which it'll take place at the end of June, and it's typically Wednesday through Sunday. So there is that one campus component. Some of you are out of state and would have to fly or drive or whatever the case, depending on where you are. I've had coaches come from Hawaii, California, so traveling long distances to go through this program. But the curriculum is built around the National Association for Sport and Physical Education's NASP's 8 domains of coaching, and it's a very flexible program. You can actually log into it whenever you like, day or night, and work on your assignments. You just got to make sure that you stay on top of the due dates. Always check the due dates. Make sure that, you get your assignments in by then. That's very important. And the program itself also it understands that coaches are busy and they have don't have a lot of time on their hands. They're teaching, coaching, they have families. So you can also, after your first 2 courses, you can take a step back and you can put the courses on hold and then come back to it at a later time. So, there's a great deal of flexibility in terms of that. And then next we want to talk about the tuition costs, which is very important to everyone. And then tuition, you're looking at about, out of state, it's $5.93 a credit hour, which comes out to around, I think it's $21,348 if I'm not mistaken, is the total tuition cost plus books and travel to the campus is what you're looking at. Also, academic support, we have our instructors. They'll allow the students to call them for academic questions or concerns, and then take advantage of any discussion boards, Blackboard, for your support and feedback from your classmates and cohorts. So we have a great support system here to help you through all of that. In terms of the course description, if you're wondering, we can send that to you in detail. Just to give you a quick breakdown, you're talking about classes such as the psychology of sports coaching, injury prevention and risk management, coach performance evaluation, where you're analyzing the performance of your athletes, and then what do you do to get better and to help your athletes grow and perform at a higher level. These are some of the courses that you'll take that can help with all of that. Next, what we'd like to do is open up the floor to any questions that anyone might have. So you can see the chat box over to your right, and just go ahead and type in any questions that anyone might have at this time, and we'll answer them for you. Okay, well, here's one. Someone asked if there was financial aid available. Yes, through FAFSA. You can apply to through the federal government and get student loans through FAFSA as well. So, and that's a link that we can send to you, and it'll walk you through pretty much what to do in terms of the financial aid. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to one of our enrollment advisors, Sean Dove.
Hello, everybody. I just wanted to jump in here as well with the financial aid. The university itself does not offer any grants or scholarships for this program. However, that doesn't mean that they don't exist. They are simply from private sources. The best way that you can find these is to just simply go online. If you use Google, type into the search bar Masters of Coaching Education, put that in quotation marks, then write in grants and scholarships. Just like any other Google search, you're going to get a bunch of garbage along with the real stuff, and you'll learn real quick which is which. But then apply for any and everything you might even remotely be qualified for. I actually had a student that recently got a $1,500 grant from a Kiwanis Club of all places, so you just never know. Now, granted, there's not nearly as much money at the graduate level as there is for the undergraduate. However, most people never even bother to look, so you have that much less competition for those dollars.
Okay, so we have a couple more questions in here. Krista, I'll go ahead and answer your question. How many hours per week to be expected in terms of study time? You're looking at about 10 to 12 hours on average, we found, from students that we surveyed. It could be a little more, could be a little less. It depends on what kind of learner you are and how you can grasp the information. But it's only one course at a time, so we found that a lot of coaches we taught to are able to maintain that one course and be able to handle that, the workload just from only taking one course at a time, because you can't double up on or anything like that. And then I have another question here from Randy. How many on-campus meetings? Only the one 5-day campus visit, and that would be the only visit that you would have to make. and typically that'll take place at the end of June, and it takes place much later after you start. So, for example, if you decided to start in the summer term, you wouldn't have to be at the campus until the end of June 2020. So, it's not one of those things where you have to go right away to the campus. So that's not something that should be of concern. Here's another question that we have from Ricky. I'm a rodeo coach. Does that count? Yes, any and all coaching experience counts at any level. So whatever level, whatever coaching that you've done, just make sure you list it on your resume. And then you have to write a 2 to 4 page essay that's double spaced with the name at the top, talking about your coaching experience, why you want to pursue the program, and how it can help you. So you just make sure that you would go ahead and list that coaching experience, no matter what level, no matter what kind of coaching, and that will count. So, yes. Any other questions for us today? Okay, here's one. The cost of books, which is coming in. Okay, so the cost of books, that's going to range anywhere between, it could be $50 to $200, probably more in the range of $80 to $150. But I tell everyone when I speak to them, when I did my master's degree, I just went on books.com and Amazon, and you can get the books for a fraction of the cost that you would get through the bookstore. So just go to books.com or Amazon, and you'll get them for probably $50 to $80 per book. So, that's kind of a smaller cost in comparison, but it's, you'll definitely need your books for your assignments, of course. All right, I think I don't see any other questions, so we're going to go ahead and start to wrap this up. Your enrollment advisors here, you're probably already speaking to them. Sean Dove, myself, Trevor Goodworth, and Perry Fillmore. You can see our email address, phone numbers. We do have a couple more questions coming in. So let's see. From Krista, I have, the courses are flexible and allow us to log in at any time. Is there instruction, pre-recorded lectures, or do we meet together with the other students in our courses? And I'll go ahead and turn that question over to Perry.
All right, Krista. So to answer your question, it's both. So there are live lectures. However, if you aren't able to meet those live lectures, they are pre-recorded for you. Now, as far as you meeting together with other students, Blackboard is very intuitive with that. You have the opportunity to log in and discuss topics with everyone, as well as Blackboard is pretty much an email-based online platform. So you're able to email your instructors, you're able to email other students, and so on and so forth. Okay, now Randy, it looks like you asked, are the books available electronically? So you have the option of both ebooks as well as paperback or tangible book. So really it's just dependent on what is best for you. So if you decide to to purchase an electronic book, which a lot of us do already, I did it when I was pursuing my master's, it's an easier source of information. And it looks like we had another one. Can I do this on my phone/tablet? Really, I would have to say if you can, then try it. I know it's frowned upon with certain instructors, but that would be a question for your instructor when you have the time. Another question came through. Is our work individual or teams? So Randy, that really is based on the course as well as it's really based on you. Now, coursework is all dependent on you. It's all individual. You're going to have your own homework, your own base. When you log on to Blackboard, you'll see that it'll be your work that is due. Now, if one of your courses requires you to have a team building activity, or if you have a group project, then you all will have to submit individually, but you will have a group-based a group-based grade. Do you guys have any other questions? Doesn't look like. So it looks like we're going to wrap it up. Like Trevor was saying before, you probably are already in contact with us, Sean Dove, Trevor Goodworth, and as well as myself, Perry Fillmore. You guys can definitely reach us directly through the emails that are provided to you up here, as well as you can reach us at our extensions as well for any other additional questions. So we thank you guys for your time, and all of you guys have a good day.